there was a poll, and so Atlus does these like surveys all the time. If you know Atlus, they do surveys constantly for games. And the thing is, they did one, and I don't know. So this was one of the questions on the survey that got a lot of news, at least, for Persona's sake. Question 48. If remakes of past Atlus games, I'm paraphrasing it, were released, would you want to play them? If you would want to play, please select the platform you would want to play on. And then it gives a whole list of games, which there was a ton they had listed, but here are the top 10. The top 10 games that people answered they wanted remade, and this was part of it says Atlus Survey 2022 special program live stream. Yeah, that's right. This was a part of a live stream because I was watching it. I didn't see this part, but very cute. Sorry, Diana's distracting me with babies again. So number 10 is the Etrian Odyssey series. Some of them they put as a series, and some of them not. Number 9 is Digital Devil Saga. Please. Number 8, Shin Megami Tensei 4. Number 7, Shin Megami Tensei 4 Apocalypse. And by the way, these do have like some percentages. I'm not exactly sure how the percentages work because like Etrian Odyssey says 58%, and it's like, okay, but that's number 10, and then the next one is 62%. So, but I'll skip that. Devil Summoner Soul Hackers. Yeah, that's probably a good one to remake or port or something. Devil Summoner Rairo Kuzunoha series. Yes, please. Honestly, all of these. This is where I start to get a little like, we'll see. I don't know how I feel about this. Persona 4 Golden. Why? Like, it's
like a remake?
Yes.
That's getting into the territory of them doing a remake of a remastered game called The Last of Us.
It's not even it's Persona 4 Golden is considered a remake from what I understand. It has so much new shit. And it looks better and it plays better, and it's already a remake as far as I'm concerned. Number 3, I absolutely completely 100% agree with Persona 1. Yes. And same with number 2. They put both Persona 2 parts together. In my opinion, I think you would just need to remake Eternal Punishment, especially in America, and then just port the PSP Part 1. That's just my opinion, but I think it's fine enough. And then number 1, Persona 3, any of them. They said 3, FES, or Persona 3 Portable. I was like, okay, hang on a minute. So this is why Shin Megami Tensei fans hate Persona fans. The top 4 games are just all the Persona games. I'm like, these Persona 1 and 2, absolutely. Persona 3 and 4 do not need remakes that bad. I actually personally don't understand the need from Persona fans who've been saying, like, Persona 3 needs a remake. And I'm like, honestly, Persona 3, in my opinion, needs a port with some touch-ups. Whether that's graphics or certainly in some of the battle system stuff that they've upgraded over the years. I just don't think, from a business standpoint, it'll probably sell the most. So I'm not saying that if I was Atlus, that's what I wouldn't do. But my God, as a Shin Megami Tensei fan, I want to play Soul Hackers on something that's not my 3DS. I want to play Raidou Kuzunoha that is not on my PS2. For fuck's sake.
I would say that so in that argument, the whole idea of them even asking for remakes should be more for games that haven't had them yet. Or
I
for
agree.
games that aren't, like, I don't know, made within the last 10 fucking years.
I would be, and a lot of these I would honestly be fine with just HD remasters. Like, they did Nocturne, and it's fine. It's fine.
Like do remasters. That's what I'm saying, is like remaking Persona 3 that's been remade 3 times now.
Well, I mean, FES is like a kind of a Super Street Fighter where it's like an add-on more, and then Persona 3 Portable is a remake. I don't know. This is just personally as an Atlus fan, not where I stand, I guess. Actually, another one that, oh God, I wish they would port, because it doesn't need to be on the 3DS, but the both of the Devil Survivors, I'd play that on anything else besides the DS. I mean, it's a great handheld game, but I'm like, I just want to play them on something that's not like on my Xbox. I just want to play Devil Survivor again. I love that game, and I know more people would love. That is one specifically because like Raito Kuzunoha, Soul Hackers 1 even, it's that old school dark Shin Megami Tensei. I actually don't think that appeals to everybody, but Devil Survivor, I guarantee if Atlus did marketing for that, now that Persona is a lot bigger than it was, people would be like, that kind of looks Persona-ish, but it's got that strategy JRPG, and Fire Emblem's bigger too, so people have played that, and a lot of Fire Emblem fans are kind of Persona fans. I think that game would be a fucking hit. If they marketed it and remade it or remastered or ported it and were like, buy this game, you didn't play it on the 3DS, probably you'll like it. I guarantee Persona fans would like it. Fire Emblem fans would like it. I think Devil Survivor would be a hit. Some of these others I do think appeal to just people like me. Like Soul Hackers 1, people might like 2, but Soul Hackers 1 is like kind of old school, dark looking Shin Megami Tensei. It's not like the most colorful game. It's fantastic though. I've been playing it recently. I love it. Raito Kuzunoha, same thing, you know. But hey, we're getting a Soul Hackers 2 and it's more modernized and stuff, so maybe people want to go back and play Soul Hackers 1, which I totally understand. So
yeah, if I were to put it in terms of that list, I would say the top 4 that you said were all Persona ones, right?
Yes, it's literally Persona 1, 2, 3, and 4.
I wouldn't worry about doing remakes, maybe for like 1 and 2. That would be okay. I would say ports would be more acceptable, more understanding, because they've already been remastered and remade. Just do ports. And everything else past that definitely would fall into the remaster/remake category. Those ones seem a lot more reasonable because they aren't the big thing with Atlus right now. Like they're their legacy franchises that they haven't had anything for in terms of like remasters, remakes for years.
Yeah.
Like Soul Hackers 1, like you said.
Yeah. Well, it doesn't even have a there's one version of it.
Yeah, like 3DS. Exactly. Like make a remaster or a remake of it. Bring it to modern consoles. You know, it's not going to be your most popular stuff, but you know, since you got a ton of Persona fans now, they see that something else is being released by Atlus, which is their new favorite company. They're going to think to themselves, let's take a look at it and see what it's all about.
So, yes, I completely agree. And to add on to that, I think right now more than ever, people are curious about the history of Shin Megami Tensei, because most people didn't know what Shin Megami Tensei was.
That is true, because Persona is a Shin Megami Tensei game, but they don't actually know what Shin Megami Tensei means. They just see that little like Shin Megami Tensei logo at the top of it, and they're like, what the fuck is that?
Which I think they take off of the current Persona games, but
I think they do.
Yeah, a lot of these series, like when they get into be their own thing, sometimes they take off. Like even Soul Hackers, I can't find the case for it right now. I'm not seeing it, but I have it somewhere, and I think the Soul Hackers case doesn't say Shin Megami Tensei. In Soul Hackers 2 is it's not even Devil Summoner anymore. It's literally just Soul Hackers 2 because it's kind of become its own thing. Soul Hackers 1 was a cult hit. That one seems like an easy one to me. Like port that son of a bitch, because most people can't even play the first one. I know the story of the first game, and I've seen the trailers to the second game. I don't think they're going to connect at all. I think they just have the similar concepts. But nonetheless, people still like to play these things in order, or like even go back. Like some people played Persona 5 and then they went back and played 3 and 4. So I don't, my priorities as a businessman, I would totally understand remaking Persona 3 is going to be a money seller.
Yeah,
and that's
obvious.
It's like when people say to remake Halo 3, and I'm like, you know what though? Halo 3 looks fantastic.
Oh,
it's so
I
fucking
know.
good still.
Playing through it, the only things that I struggle with are like my problems with the game. Like, the game looks fantastic. It's fucking incredible, honestly.
Oh, yeah.
Given that it was extremely early on in the 360 life cycle. I cannot fucking believe
Oh yeah,
how good it
no,
still
Halo
looks.
3, like some of it looks like amazing. I like just when you have your character in the in the customization screen, it looks so nice. Like,
Yeah.
it's just not a blemish on that game. Yes, Gabe, 3DS and PS2 are amazing systems. I don't have a problem with those games being on there. I just wish they were on something else, especially since that you're gonna close down.
It's one of those things where as time progresses, it's gonna be harder and harder to be able to play those games because they're trapped on those systems.
Yep.
Point. It's not as easily accessible as you think it is anymore. Like, yes, that you can play those right now, but give it 10 years, how hard is it going to be to find a PS2? Give it 20 years, it's going to be even harder, you know?
Yeah. Well, anyway, that's all I had really for news.